Welcome back to Slightly More Milk, the social equivalent of the fires in California.
What?
No, is that gonna work?
What? I know that there has been fires, but
We're as bad as a wildfire through California, taking millions out of their homes. We're the social equivalent of that. That's
You're
what
more like the black, thick smoke.
oh, the stuff that
Can you not
Derek's
be
getting.
racist on the podcast, please?
That wasn't racist.
No. I never say one racist thing because Dan cuts them all out.
Yep. Tyler.
Oh,
will
we
just-
have my brother, Kyle, here.
Hello.
He's an 18-year-old kid.
18 today.
Today, yeah, it's his birthday.
It's his birthday. It's a birthday cast.
Yep.
Yeah, he's already stabbed someone with his new knife, smoking cigarettes,
Yep.
watching
Wow.
plenty of porn. Just, he can...
Legally,
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Legally
No.
can watch it.
He's had on his computer up for 3 years now, are you 18 yet to get into this porn site? And then today, he woke up like, woo! And clicked yes. And now you can finally watch porn for the first time ever.
Yeah.
That's right, motherfucker!
Can finally watch
I
it
can watch making out now without anyone judging.
without mom yelling at me.
So, Dan, you never been walked in on masturbating?
No.
No,
Nope.
I always bring it back to masturbating.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Every week. Every week
You
it's
guys
somehow.
should put a disclaimer.
It is.
If
Every episode has explicit language in it. So.
and Tyler will talk about jerking it.
My friend said she was listening to one of them at work, and all of a sudden she's like, then Tyler started talking about masturbation.
Techniques,
And she's in the middle of her office.
So you guys are like talking about wholesome things and goes, so how do you guys jerk off? Just randomly.
Yeah, that sounds like our podcast.
Yeah,
We'll just random tangent into that. Usually every week. Usually happens every week.
I'm
once
just
a week.
always thinking about beating it. You know what I mean?
Surprisingly.
I act like my penis owes me money every single night.
You have issues.
So Kyle, what's it like being in high school right now as an 18-year-old? Does every
Does it
kid
change
does
anything?
every kid smoke a jewel in school now?
Oh yeah.
Like, do kids do it in class with teachers not like telling their back?
I mean, sometimes they do that. But
So they do it in the bathroom? How's that cool?
Everyone goes to the bathroom.
It just sounds awful. Like,
No
I'm
one
gonna go take a jewel break in the bathroom. Like, it's
Yeah.
so cool.
Are some teachers cool with it and allow it?
Oh,
no way.
No one allows it, but like they know what's going on. So like, no one goes to the bathroom. Actually go to the bathroom anymore.
Well, no,
I mean, nobody
Concerned
went to the bathroom to actually go to the bathroom.
I jerked off.
How are these young kids getting so many? Like,
Oh,
I
it's
get,
easy.
like,
There's
some
18
people
year olds
are...
in school.
I think like
Yeah, but...
older people buy them, and then like the little kids buy them off them, and it just gets traded around.
Yeah, and that's why we got
so
booze
that's
when I
how
was
it
in high
starts.
school.
True.
But my friends, they smoked hats off. That was like the thing that was
What?
cool to smoke. Hats
Hats
off.
off?
Oh,
It's like
those
it's
are-
like
those
it's in
are
between
rolled-
cigarettes
Yeah,
and cigars. It's like the middle one. It's like grape flavored.
Yeah, okay, I remember selling
Every
those
time
at the
I-
gas station.
Every time I smell it, like someone smoking it, I think of my friends smoking like chain smoking it right by the Barnstead Bridge with like their trucks like with music going on and shit.
Sounds like a 90s music
Seth-
video.
Yeah, right.
Did Seth do that?
No, Seth just smokes cigars. He used to go to.
No,
went through
Seth went for the
When
real
he used to go to
shit.
Yeah.
Castro's,
Yeah, he went
he'd
through
go
a
to
phase. He'd go
Castro's,
Castro's
like...
every single
Yeah.
day.
Jesus Christ.
And buy one cigar and then go back to Castro's. Like, you just buy them in bulk. Why do you keep going back to Castro's? It's not cool.
Because then you can hang out at Castro's.
Who would ever want to hang out at Castro's?
I don't know. Sometimes I see people in there.
Well, we went
when
to
I go.
Castro's, didn't we? Was that the
No, we
place
went
that
to
we went
Chicha's.
Chicha's?
Yeah, isn't
Is it
there like two
Chicha's?
cigar places like
Chicha's
a
was a
block
hookah
away
lounge.
from
Yeah, it was
each
a
other?
hookah lounge. We went to a
Oh.
hookah lounge. That was pretty cool.
You tell me he was like, "You want to smoke this grape flavor?" You're like, "Why'd you just eat a grape?"
I used to be like that. But like, I was getting really concerned at first because he brought out the hookahs and he started smoking from ours right when he was bringing them out. And I'm like, is he gonna like put something over it? I'm just gonna smoke where the guy's fucking gross mouth was on. And he actually had something that went on it. But I want my money back. That's fucking disgusting, dude.
Did he drug us?
Take this. I feel funny. Yeah, you do.
You idiot! You forgot to change the lid.
You see that little thing right there? Yeah, that's rat poison. You're smoking rat poison.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That would be way too easy to do, though.
I think we taste the rat poison though if we're breathing it.
You couldn't really taste anything.
Is this rat poison flavored? Yes, my favorite. Oh my god.
Oh, it's a new flavor called rat.
Poison. It's like French or
Poison.
something. Poison.
Get poison! 2 exclamation points.
Oh, it's rad.
Well, speaking of which, speaking of the 2 exclamation points, I did another run of Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Like, I just got bored and randomly booted up Dark Souls on my
thing.
PC. No, although I did screw up my build because I forgot. So like, I'm just way too high. So now the soul to level up is a ridiculous amount, and I thought that I had the right amount of stats for the right weapon. No, I'm like 2 off on everything else but strength.
How do you play that game so many times? I think you get bored.
No, I just turn on a podcast and listen to it. It's literally what I do in Monster Hunter as well. Like,
Oh yeah, see, I don't know. I don't really, like. I can't do that. I like my video games are my breakaway, so I don't like need a podcast to do it. Like I'll just like.
oh, I
that's
don't
what
listen
do
to
for-
a podcast every game, but
Oh.
like Dark Souls and Monster Hunter are the 2 that I use to kill podcasts with. So,
True. Kyle, what do you
what you
how
been
do you like
playing?
Red Dead?
I mean, it's good. It's just like
Slow?
you said. Like yeah, it's
It is
definitely
so
slow.
fucking slow.
But like the main thing is like it's just like missions that make no sense. Like the German, like you like go to a place and then you like see this German guy, and then
Is that the fishing quest?
yeah,
That
no,
one was weird.
no,
I fucking hated that fishing
It was
quest.
so weird.
I don't know. You take like Jack fishing, and then
Yeah,
Guy
and
comes
then,
up to
and
you
then
and
the
just, like-
FBI come.
yeah, he's like, I'm gonna go pick some flowers now. It's like, all right,
All right.
Yeah.
I hated that. No, it is boring like that. And plus, bullshit. They're trying to judge me for how I want to fish. Just because I want to fish with dynamite does not mean you can take my moral compass away. There's
Throwing
nothing
dynamite-
wrong with throwing dynamite for fish. It's
forgot that
efficient.
happened.
It's efficient. There's no way you should make me evil.
Throwing dynamite isn't a martial art. Well, if it works, it works.
It pisses me off because I'm like, fishing is really fucking boring, but I need fish. I'm just gonna throw some dynamite and see what
Yeah, there we
happens.
go.
And I got like 30 fish. Like I just threw it in this pond because it was full of them. And then my moral compass went down like half. I'm like, what the fuck? That's
It's
not
actually
evil.
a really good idea.
It is a good idea. It was efficient. I
Yeah.
don't have time to fucking go out there and fish. And then,
It's funny,
oh,
though.
do you want to rebait it? And he goes, yeah, I want to rebait it. So he goes, "Yeah." Drags it on.
Oh, so
goes into his pouch pocket. No. Takes another one out. Slowly puts it on. Brings it back up.
all right.
Brings it back and then goes fishing. I'm like, did you really do all that to fucking rebait?
All right.
Are you kidding me?
So you're saying that it's not Sega Bass fishing?
No.
No,
No.
it's not Final Fantasy 15 fishing.
No, and it's not even Sonic Adventures 2 fishing. It's
Oh.
ridiculous.
It's like they knew. It's funny that they knew though that somebody would try and throw dynamite in the
I
like,
know, right?
Oh, I'm sure
to
with
think
how
to
many
make the
years
moral
it,
compass go down.
I know,
with
I
how
went-
many years it took, I would hope they thought of everything.
True, but I tried to go deer hunting with dynamite too, but that's a lot harder. They run really fast.
That's timing.
At that point, you might as well
Yeah.
just use a gun or something.
But there was one guy who tried to get in a fight with me. I
And
was
you
just
pulled out dynamite.
I was just sitting there minding my own business, killing his sheep. But I was just doing my own thing. It was none of his business.
I need their pelts.
I didn't even know it was his. I just went through this random fence and started shooting the sheep for pelt. And he's like, "Those are my sheep." I'm like, "You got a fucking problem, buddy?" And you're like, "What are you doing? These are my sheep now." And yeah, I had to kill him.
I heard that there's an interaction with like the cops if you get into like a fist fight or a gunfight or something, and like, the cops will come up, and there's an option that you can be like, "No, that fucker started it," even though that you started
I
it.
wish.
No, I heard that there is
That'd be
one
amazing.
in there. Or like if you find a dead body, like, "Hey, it was here when I got here. Like I just found this thing," and
I
the
didn't
cop
know
will be
that.
like, "All right," and like walk off if
Why
if
you
he
wash
believes
blood
you.
off your
Yeah.
hands? It seems legit.
Yeah.
What I really hate though is they had this amazing game, but why is to get on your horse?
Yeah,
And there's a place called St. Dennis. It's a town in the bottom right of the map where it's full of people.
with
Full.
horses.
No, of people.
Oh.
Just tons of people in the streets. So I press Y to get on my horse. And my guy goes, "Ugh," and chokes a dude out and just fucking chokes the shit out of him. I'm like, "I just want to get my horse." So then I toss him away, and I got 3 cops. And I'm like, "Host, I'm like, I just want to get on my horse, man. I didn't mean to choke this man out."
The classic Assassin's Creed
Yeah,
syndrome.
we try to assassinate
Yeah.
and kill a citizen beside him. So yeah, what else do you? What else do you not like about it? I just think it takes an hour to loot people.
the fishing too. If you weren't watching me, I was like trying to fish, and I'd fish for like 5 minutes, and then I would get something, and it's like less. It's like smaller than my hand. He's like, no, throws it back in the lake. He just baits it again. He does it again. He gets a smaller fish. He's like, nope.
You gotta know your fishing spots.
I think it would be funnier if he got a smaller fish. He's like, yeah, and he pockets it just right there.
Wait,
reminds me of
did
fishing
you,
in,
you don't have a choice to throw it back or not?
No, you do,
Starting
but
back.
there's no point. You can't really cook that. So
No, I kept all of them. I'm like, I'll sell these bad boys.
Is there a point to fishing?
No.
Like,
Ooh, to,
well,
like,
can you eat the fish?
yeah, you have,
Yeah.
To, you have to do like the campfire. then
And you can
cook
get
them.
like
So you were-
legendary animals and shit.
Yeah.
Then you can mail those to this guy. He gives you like $500.
Oh, you mail them?
mail
I got
animals?
I
Yeah,
got a
mail.
legendary fish and I just brought it to my camp.
Yeah.
They know you can mail
Do you
them.
have to like throw it on your horse?
Yes.
Lucas told me like he found a fish like
Yeah, I
20
did
feet,
too.
yeah,
It was
like,
ridiculous.
throw it onto the horse. And,
Well, to get the fish, you need special lures.
Oh,
And
really?
you need special bait to catch a legendary fish, which is like way too much work to get one.
Yeah.
And there's like, you can get the best outfits in the game if you just get these different animals' pelts, and they gotta be perfect, and you gotta hunt them down. Like, I could just go to the fucking store and buy another one. Like, it doesn't have to be the best. I don't give a shit. I'm just so lazy when I play games.
Yeah, no.
Daren probably can't watch me play because the way he plays, he has to get everything done, and like
I would
he
like
likes to
to
get
do
all the
everything
side
done.
quests and does everything. I just blaze through there,
That's
and
what
like
I'm the same
when
way.
he goes to a boss, he'll be like 5 levels ahead. I'll be like 3 levels. I'm like, well, let's see how this works. I'll just cheese him and see if I can make it.
I'll sit behind the fog door shooting arrows at it.
The Kraken stayed way back and was shooting with arrows while he just stared at me in Divinity 2.
Yeah, alright.
Because I can't,
Wow.
I can't kill him that way.
You missed out on a really fun boss fight. Alright.
No, I did do the other one right outside of Arcs, where there's like 30 fucking void that gain all the health back if they hit you once.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, that was a neat.
I have a pyrokinetic polymorph warfare guy who does really well.
Oh yeah, you were doing polymorph.
Because he just really goes through everyone's shield really fast. So then you can use polymorph changer chicken and like trophy and stuff, and then you can use the warfare to knock them down. So they just literally are just sitting there, just taking it the whole time.
Yeah.
But we'll change it since they don't play Divinity 2.
Yeah. Well, one quick thing. Did you hear what got announced earlier
No.
about Kingdom Hearts? Kingdom Hearts 3, they officially came out and they said development is done. So the game has basically gone gold. So
I'm not gonna host up until the game's in my hand. I'm not gonna believe anything.
you literally have a month, basically.
Okay, yeah, but
2
Christmas.
months.
I gotta get Spyro
No,
too. I really wanted to play the new Spyro.
Oh
game.
man, it looks so
It looks
good.
so sweet.
I-
Oh my god.
I
And
want to get it so bad.
Have you seen Fallout 76, Kyle?
Oh,
it is getting some
it is-
shit.
yeah,
it is getting destroyed.
I've talked to my friends.
Yeah,
and they
because
told
it's
me they don't
complete
recommend it.
ass.
They told me not to recommend it.
Yeah,
They don't like
it
it.
is
at all.
getting fucking like Bethesda. Their god status is fucking like in the dirt.
They're like-
People are destroying them right now.
They're like DC and Marvel, and they just switch places.
Yeah,
Marvel
absolutely.
is just shit.
They were like the gods of open world, and now people are like, you don't know shit. Like your engine's fucking old.
CD Projekt over there.
Like they have the oldest engine ever. Like Fallout 4's engine wasn't even that good for when it came out.
Fallout 76 is Fallout 4's engine. It's just modified.
Yeah,
And I'm fairly certain that that's just a highly modified Skyrim engine.
Yeah, I think it is. Because
then-
Fallout 4's engine wasn't even that good.
And they announced recently that they're just going to continue using a more edited engine for their newer games.
They make
So
more money.
sick
They
of-
make more money than anyone else, and they can't get a new engine.
No, they don't want to make one. This engine's also really easy to mod.
How come no one uses Firefox?
Firefox?
No, which one is the one?
You
that
mean
uses
the
more-
web browser?
No, not Firefox. Sorry. What's the one? Fox. Just the Fox engine, right? Is that what it's called?
Oh, the Fox engine, the one
Yeah.
that Konami owns.
Yeah,
that-
no one ever
well,
uses that.
because Konami owns it.
So they can still sell it. That's like one of the best engines out there.
I know. We're never going to see it again.
That's sad. No, we did. We just saw it for Survive.
We're never going to see it again.
Sorry, we interrupted you though.
It's also annoying too. Like Microsoft, they always build these games up and like tell everyone to buy it, and
And then they cancel it.
Yeah, in the doo doo. Like
Here
That's
comes
good.
Scalebound.
That's
Oh,
good
it's
marketing.
canceled.
like
No.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, it's garbage. It's not done.
It's the worst game ever.
I don't know.
I supposedly they pushed them to make that game.
Did
earlier.
you hear too that Black Ops 4 when they released the game, they're like, oh, there's gonna be no DLC. I mean, no, everything's gonna be free. And then after a month of it being out, they snuck in loot boxes and stuff in it.
Oh, I'm not surprised. Loot boxes will continue to come in until they're
It's just
dead.
why sneak it under? Everyone's gonna figure it out again. It's
Yeah,
not
they're just
gonna
gonna be like, they have loot boxes.
yeah,
so.
it's no big deal. I don't know. Do you like Black Ops 4?
Yeah, it got boring.
Can you
There's no
believe
campaign,
spending
dude.
$60 for a game you play for like a month and you're bored of it?
Yeah, I mean I've done it. Like Assassin's Creed. Oh my god, that game is the most
Odyssey?
repetitive game.
What
yeah.
the fuck?
Honestly,
You
what?
never listen to me.
I know, but
you
like,
never listen.
it's like they force you, like they do levels now, so you have to like
Yeah, it's like an RPG.
yeah, and there's like a level 15 level, like you have to be at that level, or you can go into it.
Did I not tell you that? And I said, Kyle, you have to be a certain level to get to these places. Like, nah, I'll be fine.
I was like fine with it, but like there's like so much you have to do, and like I was a level like 14, just one level under, and I went to go a guy, and he just one hit slashed me in the face and
Oh,
threw me
really?
across. I was like, alright, I guess I'm not doing this.
It's kind of like it. Well, actually, what difficulty did you play The Witcher on? Normal?
No, I played on heroic.
The Witcher?
Yeah.
So hard, not
Yeah, hard,
Death
so-
March, but
yeah, hard.
Blood and Steel
Yeah,
or something
hard.
like that. Yeah.
And that fucking that
Yeah, I mean,
toad
if-
in the DLC whooped my ass.
I was gonna say if you run into a like level 9 ghoul when you're like level 5, 2 hits is gonna kill
Well,
you.
actually,
there.
I think The Witcher is. Witcher is a lot like Breaking Bad, where Breaking Bad's one of my favorite shows, but it's super, super slow and boring in the first season. The beginning of Witcher is really fucking hard, really confusing, and pretty boring. So I think the beginning of The Witcher is just as hard of a slog.
See,
as
I
it
actually
is.
thought that the tutorial when you go fight the Griffin,
That was cool, but
That-
after
yeah.
that, it's boring.
like it starts off like pretty good, and then it goes
It just
into
drops. Like
then it goes into Velen, and it doesn't pick up until you actually
Nope.
go and meet like the Bloody Baron.
I don't think it picked up until like Skellig. So.
Well, I'm saying picked up mostly because I got to play as Ciri. So
True, yeah. But yeah, and then you just drive on your horse, and then Giants come and just fuck your shit up in the beginning of the game. There's nothing you can do about it.
yeah. Also, that perk that just allows food healing to be on for 20 minutes is great.
Oh, yeah,
it's
good.
so easy. It's just like now I will just never die in battle.
True, yeah.
I think I've died once.
Wait, what were we talking before this? I completely forgot.
Fallout 76, and
Red
Assassin's
Dead.
Creed. and
Assassin's
Red Dead.
Creed, yeah. I was begging Kyle, like, please, Kyle, just get Metal Gear. Just play Metal Gear Solid 5. I have it. Just play the game. You really like it. I'm just going to get Assassin's Creed Odyssey instead. Like, I have this game. I'm telling you, it's really fucking good. Just play it. It's free. You can download it now. I'm gonna get Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Doesn't even play it anymore.
See,
He
from
never fucking listens to me, ever.
everything that I've heard and seen of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I'm actually kind of...
You just like the lore.
Well, it's also ancient Greece.
Yeah, that's why you like it. That's the only thing you read.
Which you get to go fight.
It's not like they're doing anything drastic with the engine or how the gameplay is.
Well, no.
So-
Origin
Changed a lot,
drastically
right?
changed
Yeah.
a
It's like
whole
Witcher,
lot. Now,
right?
yeah, it's an RPG now instead of
Which
a action adventure game.
I do like that. I just like those two options to fight. There's dodge and there's like you
A
block.
parry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's not like the one where you do a cool move and you take the weapon and you like punch him in the face and like do something. It's like you put your two swords up, hit his sword away, and then attack.
Oh, that's
Or
the
dodge.
point. Like Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah, there's no blocking.
That's why I like
it's only
Assassin's Creed 2
parrying
so much, because you
and
could just go
dodging.
out with hands. Like, you just come
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
And then you
That's
end
the
up with
cool
a
part.
hammer. You kill that guy with his hammer, drop the hammer, pick up another guy. It was awesome. But also, I've been obsessed with TV recently. I've been watching a lot of TV shows. Me and Maggie.
What have you been watching?
I watched Ozark, first season, second season. They're both 10 episodes long, an hour each. I watched it in 3 days.
Ozark?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Oh, it's amazing.
It's like
Have you seen
basically
Ozark?
like the new Breaking Bad. Oh, you'd love it, Kyle.
Yeah, you fucking.
It's a Netflix
I
series?
don't
It
have,
is.
I want to describe it, but I don't want to give anything away.
It's-
It's just a
there's
lot
this guy
like
that-
Breaking Bad.
The guy launders money for the cartel.
Okay.
And in the first episode, all of his friends get shot and killed because they were siphoning money, and he wasn't. So then he says, Ozark, I can do this place in Mississippi where we can go down there and make a lot of money for you. And then it
Oh,
shows
is this where like the swindler
Jason
thinks
Bateman.
the
Yeah.
swindler thinks that he's like I'm so smart, I'm gonna trick all these hillbillies to just give me a whole bunch of money.
And then he gets the shit kicked out of him
Yeah.
and robbed and shit. And like,
yeah, okay, that's how I've heard the show described.
It's fucking awesome. It really is.
It's
Have you
good.
watched the Castlevania series?
No, I don't watch anime ever.
Come on, just go watch it.
I put on Sailor Moon
It's-
yesterday because I was annoyed at Maggie, but
It's literally 16 episodes.
that's a lot.
It's not.
And anime is like 20 episodes a piece, right? Kyle, have you watched any anime whatsoever?
I remember watching like.
You watched Naruto with me in the
Yeah,
bit,
that's what I was
didn't
saying. Naruto.
Naruto's good.
you? Naruto. All right. Naruto is a really good beginner anime. But what have you been watching recently? We've all watched Haunting on Hill House.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You have not.
I have not watched that yet.
So good.
Why don't
so
you watch
good.
anything about anime, Darren?
Because I don't watch TV.
You watch anime?
I know,
Do you
but
have, do you
I
have
don't.
Hulu?
No,
Do you have Netflix?
I do. Well, my family does, but I have to go downstairs to watch it because I don't
Oh.
have the password or anything
They
on my
won't give you the
computer.
password.
No, I could get it. I just don't want it.
Just watch Haunting on Hill House. It's really
Well,
good.
I watch Netflix whenever I'm cooking food downstairs.
Is it because they don't make a lot of sounds when they breathe?
Yeah.
Is that why you can't watch these regular shows? They're not drastic enough for you?
It's not over.
Oni-chan, no!
There's no giant robot breaking up everything.
Yeah, this is really good. It's a good horror, and it really goes
No,
back to family, but
tru-
we're the mechs.
No, trust me, I'm actually really looking forward to watting Haunted on
It is really good.
Haunting.
Haunting on Hill
Haunting
House.
on-
It is
Okay.
a lot to say at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I used to call it the, what did I used to say?
Hill House Haunting.
Haunting on the Hill or something like that.
Yeah.
That's an
Yeah,
old
Haunting on the
movie.
Hill.
Haunting on the Hill.
I mean, for right now, I'm still trying to make my way through the Sabrina show on
Oh, yeah, how is
Netflix.
that?
It's okay, I would say. Like, I'm only, 4 episodes in. It's alright. I've heard some good reviews about the beginning part, and then like later on it gets kind of
stale.
Yeah, so
I believe it. What
I'm
have you been
not
watching,
excited
Kyle?
for.
I've just been watching movies.
Really?
Watch the Meg.
How was that?
Is that the shark one?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that stupid
Yeah.
shark
Well,
movie.
for some
It
reason,
was
I thought it was like a rated R, like bloody, disgusting. But all the kids at my school have watched that movie.
What is it?
Or Mandy Moore?
PG-13.
Does it have Mandy Moore?
I think it is.
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, people.
Jason Statham's in it, I think.
It's really good until the end. I thought. Like the shark flies the water.
He's
He's like,
pause it real quick. Oh no, we're good.
Alright.
Kyle, what were you
so
saying?
The Meg, like it's so far fetched. Like the end, like the shark's like huge. It's like bigger than a boat.
It's a
Yeah,
megalodon,
like,
right?
It's
Yeah.
humongous, and like it comes out of the water, and like he's on the shark, and he's like stabbing in the eye, and it's like 50 feet in the air while he's doing it, and kills the shark.
It sounds like
And,
it
and
sounds like
it's,
straight out of Sharknado.
in the entire movie is them trying to kill it, and he just manhandles a massive shark.
Wow.
It just defeats the whole purpose of having
I
a
wish
big shark.
that's how they start. I wish that's how they started it. Like
Yeah,
they're
they
like,
kill
we
it,
have-
and they're like, "We
no,
did it," and then a bigger one
No,
comes out of
no,
nowhere.
No, they have this ship with all this, like, they have all this technology, and like this like badass cop. Like, I play by my own rules, man. I know how sharks work. Like, okay, the sharks are under us. I'll be back. Takes a knife, puts it in his mouth, and dives into the water. Come back out. It's done.
We've done it. Movie over. Credits.
They actually did that too. Spoiler. Like they caught a big shark, and like they were like taking pictures with it, and then the shark just comes and like lands on the boat.
Jesus. So why does the boat want to kill them?
Why does the shark want to kill them?
Yeah.
It's like a
It's a big shark.
it's like
Aren't sharks friendly?
Not
not this one. This one
megalodons.
wants to like kill everyone. Yeah.
Not the prehistoric
can.
megalodon. It's got to show that he's the king of the waves.
No, Cthulhu is. First off, we all must praise
I
Cthulhu.
watched that was actually really good. The Boy. Have you seen that, Kyle?
Oh, is that the creepy
Yeah.
About the doll?
Yeah. And
That
it's not really.
it wasn't what I thought it was
Yeah,
gonna
at
be.
the end,
You know what
yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
about.
What?
It was actually really good.
What is it?
What's the
Boy.
ending?
I can't say it because the whole
Yeah,
movie.
don't.
Will
I'm
be
not gonna
ruined.
ever watch the movie.
You will. I want you to watch it.
Okay, but can you please give us a description?
It's not about the listeners. It's about me. I don't care if they
family
get spoiled.
hires this girl to take care of their son, and
Oh,
when she
it's-
gets there, it's actually
Oh,
like
it's
a doll.
okay. It's the babysitter with the doll. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
We found out that the doll was calling from inside the house.
The doll is the phone.
Hello? Who is this?
It's just a Goosebumps episode.
Fucking Goosebumps used to terrify me as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That mask, when
I-
you couldn't take it off.
I heard that the
Yeah.
new.
Bum, 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 bum.
I was gonna say.
I
I
hate that.
was gonna say I heard the newer Goosebumps movies were actually pretty good, or at least
I
okay.
heard it was Jack Black and Dino Wrong.
You know those?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a main
he's
character
in
in
it.
it.
Yeah, it's.
Where the hell have I been? I didn't know that.
I don't know, Maggie.
I had no idea.
You never heard of the Goosebumps movie?
Well, I never want to see it. I didn't read them as a kid.
What?
Really?
Everybody read them, so I chose something different.
Oh, yeah, everyone read them, so I
She's-
wouldn't read them, even though you read creepy stories to tell it dark with the little
I mean-
clown and the everyone.
I mean, those were pretty
no,
good.
I was the only one in school who
no,
had that
we
book.
read them. I reread the book. It's not good.
No, I mean going back to them, probably
But
not.
that was like middle school or
No,
middle school that I read the creepy stories.
Aaron
to tell
used to
the
read
dark.
that to me in second grade.
When people were reading like Treehouse Kids and Goosebumps, that was
Treehouse Kids.
middle,
Oh.
that was like fifth, sixth grade.
Yeah,
I
roughly.
used to read. It was this. I remember I had all of them. There was like 10 or 11 books, and it was like a mouse. They were about a mouse detective. I can never remember the name. The books
I think
were
I know
yellow.
which one you're talking
All of
about.
them were
I don't know what the
Yeah,
hell.
Chippendale. The Rescue Rangers.
They're chipmunks. It's not-
Chippendale.
We have a game that's surprisingly good.
True that. It's also worth like $150, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's ridiculous. We had it.
We did?
Yeah, remember?
Should have took it.
No, we sold it before we left.
Yeah.
You guys seen Daddy's Home too?
Yeah, it's awesome.
That movie's
I
so
saw the
good.
beginning and then fell asleep.
You know, I thought it was
Yeah.
gonna suck gigantic cock, but it was actually
It was
It
really
was
good.
really
Well, like,
good.
look
Well,
in
the
the
first
mirror.
one was
The
good.
mirror is the biggest enemy you have, and it's supposed to be himself. But
It
it shows the other guy who's saying it.
I
So,
have no
look at the
idea.
picture-
Well,
picture
hold
what-
on.
look at this-
What is this movie?
Oh, it's
You've never seen Daddy's Home 1?
No, I don't know what the hell you're
Him
talking
and Derek
about.
just don't fucking watch movies
oh my!
at all.
What?
They can,
That's,
they can tell
I
you about a
couldn't
million
live without
animes. But
movies.
you try to bring up a movie, I don't know what you're talking about.
it has Mark
It depends on the
Wahlberg
movie.
and Will
I-
Ferrell.
Oh, if it has Will
One's a
Ferrell, then I
stepdad,
probably
one's
just didn't
the
want to watch
biological
Will
it.
Ferrell's amazing. You watch his mouth. Where'd my water go?
But
He is awesome.
but no, what is it?
It's like
Because I might know it.
it's like a stepdad and like obviously his girlfriend, like, and they're like,
And the dad leaves.
yeah, and the dad leaves, and
Biological
they're,
father.
So
he
Will
has their
Ferrell's a
kids,
nerd stepdad.
Okay.
and then they get a call from the real dad saying, "I'm coming home," and then he comes in and like lives with them and stuff. Like
Is
that.
it like
And he's like
a
this badass
comedy
biker
It is a
thing?
comedy.
Yeah,
It's a-
yeah.
That's more than likely why I didn't go to watch it.
And then he was trying. Then in the daddy's home too, they're friends, but the grandparents come into it,
Yeah.
This is just Meet the Fockers.
basically.
Ba-
And then so there's a mirror, and they're both looking at, like, there's a mirror
Yeah.
right here, and they're both on the sides of it.
Yeah.
And he goes, "You need to get yourself together. Look in that mirror. That is your biggest enemy. Look in the mirror." And he looks in the mirror, and all I can see is the other guy. I'm like, all I see is you, Chad. Like, all I'm looking at is you. No. How about now? Okay, look right here. Who's your biggest enemy? It's just him, like, staring at. It's you. No. That's not what I'm getting at.
Okay, that's pretty good.
That was pretty funny.
See, I thought it was a horror movie, like a
No,
comedy
no.
horror. Like, mirror, you don't want to look in it. Then,
No,
like,
I mean-
the horror antagonist is like, what the heck? Like, he's like, I'm trying to scare him.
And, oh my god,
That's a
yeah. And then
spicy
Oculus was like, fuck it.
I don't know why
I'm
that
still
messes
so
people up so
terrified of
much.
that.
It wasn't
Oculus
scary at all.
fucking scared
Hereditary?
the shit out of me.
What is that?
Hereditary
was
Can't
not
even watch
bad.
the commercial.
It was not
Have
that
you
bad.
seen Hereditary yet?
Well-
don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, it's not.
Don't do it.
It's not a like. It's more of a psychological horror than a just a straight
and like
horror.
the demonic like witchcraft.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I see witchcraft and demons and shit does not scare me, but like ghosts scare me a lot.
Yeah. What about
Goose.
nuns?
No.
You seen the nun?
Yeah,
It was bad.
I scared the crap out of me.
Oh, you saw it?
It was
Really?
bad.
But
Oh, you
see,
didn't like it?
is it the
No.
premise
Wow.
of the movie that scares you guys, or is it the jump scares? 'Cause
Jump scares. I fucking
it's-
hate
for
jump
him,
scares.
So
the only scary part of a movie is the jump scare.
Yeah,
It has
the rest- I
nothing,
could
but
give
for
a shit
me,
about
it's like the
everything else.
plot of the movie that like messes with my mind.
Like
and then
her-
I would
have
say
nightmares.
both.
Hereditary
me.
had 0 jump scares.
Yeah, that's
basically.
the point.
And that's why it was so easy for me to watch.
Did you watch Get Out?
Yes, I loved Get Out.
Get Out's
That was no
also
jump
really
scares
good.
either. Didn't
No,
scare
but
me.
it's not supposed to scare you. It's supposed to like unsettle you.
Yeah, I love unsettling movies like that.
Yeah.
Like have you ever watched this Jim Carrey movie called 23?
Yeah.
That's a really good
Yeah,
unsettling one too.
That's also a good one.
But Oculus is a lot like that, where it's unsettling, where the mirror will mess with her mind. Like she'll see, it's like she has an apple, and there's a
Yeah.
light bulb next to her, so she went to grab the apple and bit, and it was a light bulb actually instead of the apple. The mirror is messing with her mind, so she
Oh.
like glassed, and she was like bleeding out of her mouth.
Okay.
That movie was so dumb.
Yeah, see, I didn't get
So
anything out of it.
stupid.
It was made by
poorly done.
WWE,
Yeah.
Wait, was it
Really?
You could tell. You
Yeah.
could tell. It was so poorly done.
but the guy that made it, the genius that made it, he made Haunting on Hill House.
Yeah.
But there's
Was
so
it
many people
was
who,
it
like,
the
Oculus,
director
they're like,
or
Director.
okay?
that movie?
Also,
messes with
'cause
a lot of people.
I watched a video today. What director can you watch a movie without it being shown and know exactly what director it is? Is there anything that can do that?
J.J. Abrams.
Yeah,
Quentin
lens flares.
Tarantino.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino definitely.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was gonna
You
say
see
Quentin
feet?
Tarantino.
You're like, you see feet. You're like, it's a Tarantino
I was
movie.
thinking, no, I was thinking more of like if like it's a western, like an older movie, and there's fucking
Clint
rap
Eastwood.
going off to the soundtrack.
No,
I'm
literally, like you know why there's a whole bunch of feet shots in Tarantino
Is he a
movies,
feet
right?
guy?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it's a huge foot fetish,
Damn, I
and
didn't
that's
know.
why he puts it in his movies.
like, Samuel L. Jackson's in it.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
It's great. No,
I'm trying to think of who else. There's
Wes
one-
Anderson definitely.
Yeah,
You
I was
could
gonna
definitely
say,
tell with him.
I was gonna say Wes Anderson because his wife will be in it.
Yeah, that's
For me, it's not so much the director, but
Djokovic.
the would it be the producer or the production agency? Like all A24 movies, I can like instantly.
Okay, so
or the people that made Insidious. You know every fucking movie they're gonna make ever.
yeah.
Did you watch the new one?
Insidious.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw
Isn't
it
that
in
The
movie
Nun?
theaters.
The one
Oh, it
with
is
the-
the Nun.
No,
yeah, it is
no.
The Nun.
Oh
The
no,
new
that's
Insidious,
that's
the key one.
The
Yeah.
Conjuring.
Never mind.
The Nun is the Conjuring.
Well, the
Insidious.
people that made Insidious made Conjuring too.
You
no,
could-
no, but
Insidious
it's
4?
yeah,
Yeah,
I know,
it's
but
different series.
Yeah.
You couldn't watch The Conjuring.
I have watched both of them.
Do you remember?
Yes, but
The
I
old
remember
one's
you
way
would
better.
freak out.
Sinister?
Yeah.
The second
And
one.
he left, and you were like 12, sitting next to me.
Yeah,
like,
I was younger.
this-
I've gotten much. I've slowly gotten myself better. I refuse to watch scary movies. Period. I got scared of the dinosaur and fun spot when I was a kid. That terrified me.
Oh, what was the Disneyland?
I
ride?
went to Bugs Life in Disney World down in
Yeah.
Florida. I crawled out screaming as a kid because it scared me. I was scared of everything. My whole life has been me slowly getting myself better and better at scary movies.
He has
Man, we
changed.
should have watched a whole bunch of scary movies on October then.
I watched a ton of scary movies in October.
It
Did
started
you?
messing with my mind. I was like,
Oh, were you
up
guys
for
watching,
3
like,
days straight?
a
I
horror
was-
movie?
Yeah, every day we'd
You're
watch
going
it. Or
crazy,
not
man.
every day, but we try to watch a scary movie like every day.
Okay.
Because Halloween I enjoy more than any other time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
October is my favorite month of
Oh,
the year.
when you said Halloween, I thought you meant the movie. For a
Yeah,
second.
we watched those two. We watched that in
that.
movie theaters in Halloween.
Yeah, you guys
It's
went to
good.
go see the remake.
It was alright.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
It was good
awful,
seeing
but-
it in theaters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it just
Says
like, it was
Derek
like
trying
a,
to smoke weed in the movie theater.
Did he?
He tried to.
Why?
All of a
Because it's
sudden, I'm
Derek.
I'm surprised.
Is that coming
but
from my
Are you surprised?
no, I'm not surprised. But
It
like,
was a vaporizer though, so you can like smell it,
is
it.
it?
Even though I could fucking like.
I know, me too. I'm like, is that
Was
all
it
real?
pen?
What is-
Huh?
was it pen?
No,
No,
it was a vape.
he
It's
has
a,
this
He was
weird-
vaping. You can vape weed,
yeah, he has this thing where you just throw weed in
and
it.
it super compresses
Yeah.
it down, and then vaporizes it, so it's like a vape,
Oh.
and it's weed.
Yeah, like
And Kyle's like,
it
"Oh,
basically
look this
fries
up."
it or something.
I've
I don't
never
know.
heard of that.
Yeah, me neither.
Luckily,
We were
And
he's,
you can like
definitely-
Pac-Man on it too.
I was gonna say, luckily he's
What?
not in the area of the fires.
Yeah,
Luckily.
but he had
They
to
still
move
have
because
to
of the
evacuate.
air quality.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he's
I mean,
in
they're
California
getting hit
now.
by like a whole bunch of smoke
Oh,
and all
yeah,
that. So yeah, they had to move. But at least
What are the
for
odds,
right
though,
now,
that all that happens, like, literally the week that he decides
Yeah, I
to
know.
go to California?
He deserves it. It's God's thing. He's not happy. He's over there.
no, it's
I miss
I
you,
think-
Derek.
I don't
You
think
need-
he's ever
come
coming
back
back.
home to Papa.
Derek. Do you think
Yes,
it's a
Papa.
sign that they're just trying to make you smoke? Do you think it's a sign that God's like, yeah, just smoke. Here, you want smoke?
Yeah.
Come get it. It just pushes it into.
Derek's like,
I'm
yeah,
surprised
okay.
they could tell the difference between
Yeah, I know,
all
right?
their smoke and the smoke
I'm
from
sure
the fire.
it's soot and shit in it.
I don't even know how Derek like breathes like out without fucking soot coming out of his fucking lungs. Like when he
know,
when he
remember
coughs a
when he
lot,
said-
how come not there's like
Remember he was
Yeah,
telling us
black
about
slug.
playing
Yeah.
basketball and he thought he was going to die for
yeah.
the first time?
I
How
remember
much he
that.
smokes?
Yep.
I got a good subject. When's it too early to celebrate Christmas?
That's
When is
Maggie.
When is it too early?
The-
Yeah.
Well,
November.
Day
mine
after
is always
Christmas.
She put a
September.
Christmas tree the day after October.
Mine's always September 7th, my birthday. After my birthday, it's okay.
What? That's
Yeah.
still way too
But now
early.
I
September?
I love
Holy crap.
October more now, so I kind of let the Halloween like run its course.
No, you don't.
So like November 1st.
November 1st, she put a Christmas tree up.
I still have skeletons on my house. It's
That's- but-
I
snowing.
still have
I can
skeletons
explain
down in the
that.
basement.
That's because my parents made me take my Christmas tree, and we don't have storage space. So I'm like, I'll just put it up, and that's longer. That gives me a long time before
She's
I have to
already
take it
she's
down.
already been listening to Christmas music on the radio.
Ugh.
But it's on the radio.
Oh wait,
so
if
is
it's
it
on the
that
radio,
weird?
then she can't control that.
Yeah.
She goes,
That's a pass.
She goes to the radio channel that specifically has Christmas on it. 94.9 only plays Christmas music. She goes to 94.9. Is that okay, Darren?
No.
Okay.
It's the one thing that I don't know why, but if I'm in a bad mood, I put Christmas
Oh,
music
that-
on, and
that
I'm
makes sense.
instantly
Yeah,
happy.
but I don't
That's
care if you're
fine.
happy or not, though. It's about me
Tyler.
and if I'm happy, and then if you're not happy.
I don't have to give you rights to work anymore, you bum.
I got a sweet $1,000 car now since the fucking moose destroyed my life.
I think once it's like it snows and it looks like there's a ton of snow outside, that's when Christmas
When it's
hits me.
beginning to look a lot
Not even like after Thanksgiving or like
No.
on Thanksgiving.
Nope, the day
'Cause
after
my family
Black
listens
Friday,
to Christmas
that's when you're allowed
music.
to celebrate.
Yeah.
When it's Black
Yes,
Friday.
I
I
agree
agree.
with that.
So
I
the
don't
day after
personally
Thanksgiving.
celebrate it until like the last like 3 weeks of December.
Oh, I don't.
Oh,
cel- I
that's
don't.
sad.
I
You're
don't
missing
celebrate.
out.
I don't care.
You're
I don't celebrate.
No. This is just me personally.
No, I don't
Like,
celebrate
care
it.
for it. Really.
I don't.
It's a
Same.
fun. No, I'm like it's a fun season and all that. I just don't like the winter season
I
mostly.
don't like winter. I
So,
will give you
I
that.
love winter.
So Christmas is already in like a shitty season.
That's
True.
why October is perfect.
Yeah, the fall time, perfect
Yeah,
time.
fall time is.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can't. There's nothing
You
better
can't
than
beat
that. In the summer, it's too hot again.
It doesn't hurt me. So
I just like
Oh
complaining.
my gosh, I need
I
it
know
to be
you
like
do.
100 degrees. I'm like, when we went to
If
Georgia
it's
and it was
79,
humid
I'm
and,
like, oh my god, I'm dying.
Yeah, I
But
hate,
you're always hot. I'm always cold. So
I hate walking outside and I have to change my shirt an hour later.
I hate
It's a
getting.
sweat ton.
I hate getting swamp ass.
Yeah, that's terrible.
that is bad. Or like you get then it causes chafing.
And like
And
you
it's like-
wipe and there's poop on your. You're like,
all right, no, we're not.
No, we're going to like. But can I tell you stories about when I had anger problems as a kid? Is there Kyle here?
Can I tell you
Sure,
stories?
go on.
Yeah, let Kyle.
Let me-
You always talk about
We can
it.
talk from point of view.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I
I'll,
actually-
okay, I'll tell one story to Kyle's mind jogging. This happened
Sounds
a lot.
like his mind is
Mom would
already
leave.
chopped.
Mom would leave me to watch Kyle, which is the worst thing ever because I would flip out. I'd be playing video games and I'd be tears streaming, crying, smashing the controller. We had a treadmill and it was up in the corner. Kyle would hide behind the treadmill while I'm flipping on it. Kyle, and like ah!
Yeah,
I never beat you because I lost though.
The worst. You would chase me.
I would never beat you.
You would just you do that thing where you swing really close to the face but you don't hit him. Like,
you used to do that with a knife. Kyle would take a knife out, like I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna stab you. I'll stab you. At like 6 years old, he'd swing a knife at me.
Jesus Christ.
Your brothers never did that to you?
No.
Oh.
Then Tal would eventually grab something that's longer and bigger, and I'd drop the
Run
knife
away.
and sprint.
I'd always grab the broom and I'd whack the shit out of him with the broom. But there's one thing we never did. We never actually hit each other in the face. That was we never did that.
There was one time you hit me in the face.
There's no way.
Okay, so I was playing Xbox, and you're like, I want to play now. I was like, I'm playing. And you're like, no, it's time for me to play. I was like, no. And then you're like, I'm playing it. So I took the controller and I threw it at you.
Oh yeah, it went off my head, right?
And
It
you
went
came
off my
over
foot.
and grabbed my head and put it to the floor. And you're like smushing my head to the ground.
Okay, yeah, but I didn't hit your head though. Is what I'm saying. But yes, I did do that. And you fucking cried like I just killed you. Like,
Yeah, 'cause you smashed my ground.
what would happen though is Kyle would instigate, and he would instigate, and he'd instigate, and I'd hit him. He'd cry to my mom, and then my mom would beat me, and that's how it always go, every time.
Or I remember you just playing Dad's room, and it's like, I'd be in Mom's room, which is like down the hall, and then you'd be like ah! And like screaming, throwing things.
So you run upstairs, lock the door, and call Mom.
No, that time like there's a corner, obviously in a room, and there was like
the
TV.
treadmill.
There's a TV stand, and then the TV.
Yeah.
I would crawl between the TV stand and get behind it because you can't get back there, and I'd push the TV thing,
yeah,
so you couldn't find me. You had no idea where I was.
gosh.
What
You're
the
a freak.
That's how scary
what the
I was.
hell
That's why
did you
that's why
do?
I'm not an angry person anymore.
I got it all out.
I used to take like
Maybe not angry
my
like
my
that.
go-to is I would take the controller, I'd unplug it, take it by the cord, and whip it the controller as hard as I could on the ground, just smash the fuck out of it, and just go at it, bam, bam. I probably went through like 30 controllers.
What was
That's
that?
ridiculous.
Nah, I'd fucking destroy
No,
them.
that's stupid. Like, why did...
And then when
I'm surprised that your parents bought you more.
They
I
didn't.
know, that's what
No,
I said.
my mom and my dad have never actually bought one video game or one console or anything that has to do anything with video games. I'd only get video games in my birthday and Christmas.
Then I'm surprised that you just got more controllers.
Now that I remember,
How did we
we
get
never
so
had
many
a
controllers?
functioning controller, like a
Never.
good controller that worked back then.
Yeah, I
Something
smashed them
you'd
all the
like
time.
you'd like use the right analog.
You
stick,
never
get stuck
smashed.
in
You
the
never
corner.
smashed controllers, did you? Did you ever
Smash
smash
Windows.
That was something.
That wasn't
me-
that wasn't a
nah,
purpose.
me and
though.
Kyle,
it was a reaction.
There was Kyle. I felt bad for him because Kyle would always play with me. He'd always want to play video games, and I would beat the fuck out of him because I was older than him. I was way better than him. I would destroy him at video games all the time. He never beat me at one thing ever in his entire life until he was like 12. I just always whooped his ass. Okay, want to play a game? No, you're gonna beat me. No, go easy on you. Whoop his ass. Like, you fucking suck, Kyle. And I yell in his ear after. I try to like, come on, bud, just play with me. Be totally fun. I'm like, you fucking loser. You suck.
No, you play me in FIFA.
It's amazing you don't hate me.
It was like a 2-3 game, and there was like final seconds, and Tyler scored again. Oh no, I like shot like 3 times, and it bounced off the top of like the goal post. I was like, what the? And I put my arms up in the air, and I smashed the window, and it
Completely
crashed.
destroyed. Completely smashed the
living
window.
room at
Yeah.
Your dad's?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how
Yeah.
that happened?
And my dad put cardboard in
Just put
front
my
of it, and
arms
like
up in the air.
we left the house. We never fixed that window, did
No.
Wait, did it happen one time too though that you guys were wrestling and somebody went like that with their head and smashed something?
Yeah, Kyle didn't even cry. That wasn't even a big of a deal. When I put a hole in your
Was it a hole in the wall or was
Through
it a
my-
window?
through my-
Yeah, you didn't cry at all. We were wrestling and we laughed about it, and then we put the teddy bear in front of it like no one was gonna see it. Do you remember that?
I think I
There
was
was
there
a giant
for that.
hole in the wall, so me and Kyle were
Yeah.
kids. We just put the little teddy bear in front of the hole. And like, well, that'll do. He won't see that. My dad walks in. What the fuck happened to the wall? Oh, he's on to us. I don't see anything. Dad, I just see a bear.
I'm thinking that this bear is just like a small little like
And the hole was way bigger than
like
the
a
bear.
beanie baby. Like this will cover it, and
Yeah.
it's like this giant man-sized
Yep.
hole. You're like, my work's are done.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
never figure it
basically
out.
Yep. And Kyle actually always had this thing. He had this black NASCAR that was solid metal. Do you remember that?
The old models.
Yep.
Yeah, I
And
remember
every time I'd get too mad at him, he'd throw it at my fucking head. Every time. And it fucking hurt.
Dominic had I think it was a model off of the Fast and the Furious that was all metal. It was really cool. I think it was Dom's car.
Did you ever
Because
play
his
toys
name
with
was
your brothers when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Me
Yeah,
and
of
Kyle, Kyle always wanted to play toys with me, but I was very specific. I had to play toys by myself because like I would make these huge.
Yeah,
like,
because you had to be the president in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I told him about that. I don't think I ever told you about that.
Well,
You know in Dad's house, his old house. You know how the bathroom downstairs would go right in the dryers right across from it.
yeah.
In my head, all the video games I played were one world, and I was the president of the world, so they're doing missions for me, like Halo and shit. So I'd open the dryer door, and I'd pretend there's a little TV in there, like, so, Mr. President, could you picture actual real life, thinking about it now? Like, no, your first job, no, listen, your first job at the Pentagon. Like, oh yeah, this is my first day. I'm like, so okay, so we're just gonna talk to our main
president.
guy here. Let me just turn on the TV. It's a 7-year-old taking a shit right on the TV. Hello, Mr. President. How you doing? So our president's a 7-year-old taking a shit. Yeah, Trump. He's the farce here.
Yeah.
That 7-year-old pooping. That's who leads us.
Just thinking of all the other.
Dude, I saw his penis. I saw his penis when he wiped. Yeah, we just ignore that. We just talk.
Steal with it.
Yeah.
Thinking
We have
of
a lot
all
of
the
secrets.
other.
Our biggest secret, 7-year-old penis life leads us on.
Remember when we played hide and seek, and then I hid in the dryer, and you turned it on and sat on it, so I couldn't get out.
No,
You
first off.
sat on it.
First off,
What?
no.
Yes.
No, the first thing is I knew he was in the dryer. I did know that. But I was playing a joke on him, so like, I'm going to jump up there and like start banging on it and freak him out. So I jumped up and my knee hit the turn it on. He maybe took one turn.
No, I
and
did
Mom
not.
came-
I was like I was in there for like a minute,
No.
and you didn't know how to. The thing is, you didn't know how to shut it off.
Yeah, I
So
did.
Mom had to
Open
run
the
in.
door!
Yeah, she had no
I'm
idea.
not good under pressure.
So I was rolling in there for a minute.
I do
It was
remember
the
that.
worst thing ever.
I forgot that we turned you on in the dryer. Mom was pissed. I completely forgot about that. You were in the dryer.
And I tried getting out, but you were sitting on top, so I was pushing it, and you just kept sitting up there.
Mom's like, get the fuck out of the way!
You're like, I don't know what's going on.
I can't believe I've never heard that
I did not
before.
mean to turn it on though. I do remember that it was an accident because I hit it with my knee.
Jesus Christ.
I was gonna say nobody told me you were evil.
No, I wasn't. No. But Kyle was evil, as in he would instigate and he knew how to get under my skin.
What was that home video?
Oh,
We were like, let's look at these videos, and
it was my parents making me do wood while Kyle washed like my whole fucking life.
No, the guys were at some like
No, I
family
was doing
party,
wood.
and you were like bouncing on the trampoline,
Oh, yeah.
and I
Kyle
can't
came and hit
remember
me in the
what he
nuts,
was
right?
doing, but you were just like pushing Tyler the whole time, and then finally at the end you were like, okay, that's it. You like got down off the trampoline.
Yeah, but then I beat the shit out of Kyle, and then he cried at Mom, and then Mom beat the shit out of me. So he always started it.
And then the cycle continues.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember the first time you met Cole, and like he like got on your back and you gave him like a piggyback ride, and he grabbed your hair and pulled it.
Yeah, my cousin Cole, who we thought was absolute evil, he made me cry at like 6 months. 6 months when I was 12. I was holding him, and he went on my hair and just started
You want to
yanking
do it to me?
I didn't mean to guide you that high, but yeah, he like ripped, and he was a little asshole growing up. Like,
Yeah, he was.
I remember my friend Seth, who's a big guy. He'd be 4 years old coming at him, and Seth would full on kick him to the ground. Like, get out of here, you little shit.
Is this the kid that Seth just threw into the lake?
Yes, and he landed straight on his back and started crying.
Yeah, I think we
No,
talked
that was
about that.
Cody.
Oh,
I
that's
think we
Cody.
talked
That's
about
Cody.
that.
No, that's Cody. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but Seth is a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
I remember though.
Cody's
Kyle, do you remember the
pretty
first time
evil,
you got
too,
hit in the balls in your life?
Yeah, Matt.
Nope, Kevin.
Yes. Oh, Kevin. Yes. Because I kept doing.
Kyle
it.
thought it was funny. It was my birthday party, and he thought it'd be funny to punch all my friends in the nuts. Because he
What?
Kyle was obsessed with nuts as a kid. When me and him would be wrestling,
Yeah,
since
he'd
I would overpower him, he'd grab me by the nutsack and twist and pull.
And
not like
he
I'd be like,
had to
Kyle,
get
I'm like,
an
I'd
advantage.
be like, Kyle, go, no, like that.
I could only do that too.
No wonder your voice is so deep.
Yeah, I know, right?
I could only do that too when he got like, because he'd get a cramp. He's alright, break. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, I don't think so, Bucko.
You had to get an advantage somehow,
But so
Tyler.
he kept doing that, and Kevin would look at him. He's like maybe 5 or 6, and he looks like, Kyle, yeah. You ever get hit in the nuts? No. He went, wow! And hit him like, right back at him fucking hard in the nuts. He just got down on the guy and started crying. He's like, yeah, it's not fun, is it? My friends used to beat the shit out of Kyle.
Jesus.
Seth would, but Kyle could handle it. I remember Kyle had a friend over named Isaac, and Seth beat the shit out of him, and he was like crying for like 3 hours.
Who?
Isaac.
Yeah.
And Seth was like, oh, you can handle it, Isaac. What did he do? I think he held Isaac down and went, and he did that sound. He hit him in the leg every single time in the same exact spot.
Oh my gosh, boys are insane.
Remember when,
No, yeah, this is what we do.
remember when Isaac was on the ground and Isaac kept messing with you? Like, I'm gonna punch you, and he's like, no, you won't. And you can't punch him in the leg. And he's like, oh.
Yeah, I do remember
He's
that.
on the ground for like an hour.
I do
He didn't
remember
move.
that. That was some funny shit.
Jesus.
I know, we were crazy as kids.
Sounds
Absolutely
it.
insane.
Yeah,
Or
girls
remember-
are a little different.
The shit we did to each other was
Yeah, we're
awful.
completely different.
I just remember this. Remember when Dad hit his head off the tree when we were going down the sledding trail? There's like embankments, like
We had the
So you
best
could-
sledding trail ever.
so like if you go like too fast and you're like, so you don't go over this hill thing. So we made a big bank, and Dad's like obviously like 200 more pounds than us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So he went over and smacked his head off the,
Oh.
off the
God.
tree.
It-
It was bleeding.
I remember that.
That kind of reminds me of what happened with Jory and Keegan. So you know the path, the like wooded path by the high school hill that goes down?
Yeah.
We used to go down that during the winter with sleds because you could grab onto one of the tree and redirect yourself
Yep.
down the path. Jory and Keegan went because Keegan was too little to do it himself. They went down. Jory went a little bit too far on the
Oh, boy.
correcting path, and he had to throw Keegan out of the sled, and then he ended up slamming into
That was
a
nice of
tree.
him to throw him out.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. We were like, wow, we actually threw him out. We thought they were both just gonna hit
That
him,
happened to
but
my sister one time. Her friend and her were sledding, and they were headed straight for a tree. And for some reason, they couldn't like move it out of the way. So Madison, her friend, just jumped out. It was like,
yeah, I
That's
jumped
me.
off.
"Please."
The
That's
sled.
me.
And Dee
That's
ended
me.
up like, I think she broke her couple of her toes.
Damn.
Maybe like a finger or two. Yeah, it was bad. I'm like, Madison, you just fucking ditched my sister.
I would do it. But that reminds me, see, the nice brother thing, that was the opposite. I remember me and Kyle snowboarding one time, and he was behind me, and I fell. So I hear him behind me. I look back, and he's like, "Ha ha, you fell!" So I took my snowboard, and I cut under his legs with it, and I took him out too, and started laughing at him. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I went face first.
Yeah,
in the snow.
you were hard because I did that. You were going fast. He was laughing like, you want fucking laughing. He knocked him over and he fell. I'm like, ha ha.
Got you.
This explains so much.
Yeah. No, it's funny because Maggie's family is like all like love and peace and like, oh hey
I wouldn't
sweetie,
say peace.
I haven't seen you in years, or not years, but like I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? And then I'll go to my soccer and family place, but like they won't even. You'll walk in, they don't even say hi to you. They just keep talking like you're not even there. Like hey, and like yeah, keep doing their own thing.
Oh, you're here.
Just because you guys are close, that's what. Oh, you're not like not normal.
Yeah, we're not normal.
They are definitely
I'd say my family's not normal.
non-normal.
I see my grandparents like twice a year.
Really?
I know 3 of my cousins barely. 2 of my cousins barely.
I think we were the funniest grandfather too.
I love him. So
He's so
much.
quiet, but like
He's the
when you
best man
hear
alive.
what he's saying,
Yeah.
you're like, damn, that
balls.
was funny.
Jesus Christ.
I love when him and Dad got into a fight, and my dad's like, just get the fuck down. And Grandpa's like, geez, take a pill, Hades. he's like, what? My dad stopped, and he's like, what did you just say?
What does he always say though?
Jesus Christ.
No, wait, the other one. I got shafted. No. Oh, what does he always say?
It's like a very
getting screwed. What does he always say though when he gets screwed?
Tuck job?
Oh yeah, yeah. We've been playing cards, and I'll beat him at cards. He goes, oh, what tuck job? Fucking tuck job. I'm like, what are you talking about? Get tucked. I'm like, okay, Grant, cool.
My favorite.
Just a whole bunch of like weird English sayings. Like we used to play jacks down by the soda fountain,
Yeah,
and then
basically.
everybody's like, "What are you talking
Going to get
about,
some.
you idiot?"
Gonna get some sody pop.
My favorite moment with Grandpa was when, like, you know, like the electric fly swatters.
Yeah.
When he was like sitting there, and like he was like, this thing doesn't work, it's stupid. And he had it on. He was like, he hit his hand and it sparked up. He's like, ah! and dropped the thing.
Oh my god! And you see the whole family outside just having a good time, and then he'll be inside watching baseball or something while everyone's talking. I'm like, yeah, you don't want to miss this game. You've only seen 300 every year. It's your fucking life.
Sounds pretty nice.
It is very nice. He watches every single game of baseball ever.
Records them all.
And they're like, hey, you want to go to the Boston Prairie with us? Nah, I can't do that. I'm too old. I'm like, we can watch TV every fucking day.
You don't have to do anything.
I know, right?
Also, does he watch every game, or does
No,
he
just the
watch
Red Sox.
only? Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Just the
so
Red
he's just a
Sox.
Red Sox fan.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was like a baseball fanatic
That would
that
be-
watched like
yeah, that
every
would be
game.
nuts.
No.
He has like
That'd be like a
4
full-time
picture
job.
in pictures
That would be-
going on.
Yeah, that would be a full-time job.
Yeah.
So your family grew up with football, right? That's what your family loves. Isn't your dad love football?
My dad, not really. Wes does. My stepdad.
Okay.
Jory the more of the football guy. Dominic
Dominus
is just
loves basketball.
sports.
Yeah, sports period.
Dominic is just sports. And then there's me, Keegan, and Jared.
Wait, so all three of you guys play video games like that? Like,
Well, Jared is the eldest. And
Yeah.
he's grew up, so he grew up with like the old NES and all that, and he kind of has stopped playing video games, but he still goes and plays his classic games.
Yeah.
Which is why I got him the SNES Classic.
Oh,
for
there you go.
Christmas
That's nice.
year. But yeah, he's more of a nerd, and so it'd be for like a nerd ladder. It'd probably go Keegan, Jared, and then me, or maybe me and Jared.
The
are
king
like
of
kinda,
nerd.
or me and Jared are kind of like depending on what the
day.
subject is. Jared's a real big movie fanatic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's a
The
movie
opposite of
fanatic,
you.
and you don't watch movies.
I watch movies. I don't watch TV shows.
What's the last movie you saw?
The last movie I saw, I haven't had money for a few months. So
Just
you want
on
a new one?
Netflix.
On Netflix. You
I
know.
don't watch movies often. Actually, no, I watched Thor Ragnarok because I didn't
Yeah,
watch.
that's a
I
good
didn't
one.
get to see
That's
that
a
in
good one.
theaters.
That's a good
That's
movie.
good.
Didn't
Yeah.
you two watch that like 4 times?
No, that's
It's-
Infinity War. Me and him watched that. You watched that two times in a row. I did too. The first time I watched Infinity War, I replayed it and watched the whole thing over again.
Yeah.
It was
You always miss
amazing.
stuff. You always see things the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad went to go see Star Wars Episode 4 when it first came out, so it was just Star Wars like about 14, 15 times.
Yeah. Who wouldn't?
theater?
The story was great.
Well, this is back when theater tickets were extremely cheap.
Yeah.
I wish concert tickets were cheap again. I missed that shit.
See, I wish movie tickets were cheap. Like I like
Yeah,
going to
instead of, like,
concerts, but I could
12.
go to a movie like
Yeah.
every day.
Well, they're cheap if you go during the matinee, kind of.
Still like $10.
I know.
I tried to get that movie pass thing, but when you actually like look at it and read like the
Isn't it like $100 for?
No, it's
it's
still
$10 a month. They offer it for $10 a month, but then they say, okay, these are the movies that you can go and see.
And they're
Oh,
always
like,
like,
for a
they're
certain
always
period of
like
time.
indie movies and shit.
And I like
that.
indie movies, but like if I'm gonna pay $10 a month, I want to also be able to go see like
Yeah.
the new releases.
Well, when
that
it
are
first
hyped.
came out, you could watch any movie. Period.
Yeah, because I was gonna say
Once a day.
Dom, our buddy Dom that we had on the show, had that with his ex-girlfriend, and
Yep.
he said that was crazy. Like,
But the
crazy
thing
good.
is, they were losing so much money off that they had to change it.
Well, now I don't know.
So now you can only go watch movies at the Red River Theater.
Yep.
Basically, I'm serious.
That sucks, because I was actually I was like, oh, that would actually be a pretty good deal if you get like
Yeah.
one more person,
Yeah.
and then like it's only
Exactly.
$10 a month. So it's
You
like,
guys, is there a movie you guys watch a lot? Like you, Godzilla.
I have
you watch
Godzilla. I
Godzilla?
just have Godzilla.
That's
The
a
new
tough
one?
Kyle.
question.
Yep. No, the old ones.
No, I liked the new legendary Godzilla, and Shin Godzilla. The newest one is
The newest one with Bryan Cranston.
No, the newest one is Shin Godzilla,
Yeah.
but the legendary one in like 2000.
The one where it has
Yeah,
babies in the
something.
end, and the first sequel, and they never actually did anything with it.
No, that's 1999. That's the first American Godzilla, and it was awful.
That was awful.
And then he shows up in Final Wars, and he gets completely obliterated in like 5 seconds by
I believe it.
classic Godzilla.
The new one looks good. I think.
Yeah, the legendary one with Bryan Cranston in it was okay. It was okay. I'm excited to see
They were
the
good
sequel.
at. They were good at showing how big that fucker was.
It's the biggest version of Godzilla there's
Oh, it
ever
is?
been. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm
Not the dude in
excited.
the suit. Oh.
No, like off of what they say
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah,
the movies. Yeah, it's the biggest in the franchise ever stated. Like he's like, oh, it's this tall or whatever. But I'm excited to see their sequel, legendary sequel, which is involving. I talked about
It
this.
looks like King Moth.
Yeah, it involves Mothra, King Ghidorah, and Rodan, which is going to be really cool. So it's going to be all 4 of them fighting instead of Godzilla fighting those 2 stupid
I know.
monsters that they added. And hopefully we see a fight.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Maybe
At least like one, you know? Like,
really quick. Pacific Rim would be. Like,
oh, I
like
love the first one.
Yeah,
The,
it was great.
the sequel's like
second
not
guys.
good.
No, it wasn't. Maggie, how about you? What movie do you watch all the time?
You have a series or anything?
It's a really hard movie or question.
She's seen When Harry
No.
Met Sally and Sleepless
Okay,
in
yeah.
Seattle a
Well,
million
so
times.
yeah, I've seen those a million times. I've seen Tommy Boy a million times.
Yeah, me
Do you
too.
have like a
Um,
series that you'll always watch though, like Harry Potter?
We've been
or-
obsessed
Harry
with-
Potter, I'm obsessed with. I've
You
watched
haven't
that.
watched those in a while.
No, yeah. When I first moved into my apartment, I put one on a night.
That's
and
like
then I'd
Seth.
rotate.
Seth's put on The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings every single night for the past 6 years since he got to bed. He can
Yeah.
he can tell you the first 20 minutes
of the
word
beginning,
for word
yeah.
of
Yeah,
every
I
But it's
used to
because
listen-
they're like comfort. So I have a lot of comfort movies, I guess. So, Emperor's New Groove,
Okay.
If I can't sleep, which is often, that's what I put on. So I've probably seen that the most. As a kid, it was Fern Gully.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What about you, Ty?
Coraline I watch a lot.
Really?
I really like Coraline. What other movies do I watch all the time?
There's one that I can't.
Oh, whenever I'm upset, I watch the live-action Scooby-Doo movies.
Oh!
Ew!
If I'm watching a live-action Scooby-Doo, you know I've had a bad day.
But the one that me and you have collectively seen probably the most, that's one of our favorites, is no, it's a newer one we found. Why can't I think of the name? Eternal Sunshine.
Oh, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless
Yeah,
Mind. I've seen that movie a million times.
In
It's
the
still
last
like one
year,
of the
I've
best
probably
movies.
seen it 20 times.
It's still my favorite movie. Kyle probably still never watch it because he doesn't like anything that I like.
You haven't watched it
He
yet?
refuses to because I like it.
No, I just don't.
No, he refuses.
You're
'cause
missing out. It's really good.
My go-to is Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, you do watch that a lot.
love that
And who
Isn't that really
who showed
long?
you that movie?
What?
Who showed you that movie? Big guy over here. He never listens, but when he listens, he fucking loves everything I've ever shown him.
Did you guys ever watch the old Halloween Town movies?
Oh, don't even get it. You
I have,
just.
I have
She's
all
upset.
three. They were
That's not
live
what she watches
streaming.
all the time.
They on was it Halloween
It's
Day or
usually
the
on
night before
ABC.
Halloween? Disney Channel on YouTube was live streaming.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was either
Halloween Town.
It was either Disney or ABC that used to show them all.
Ooh.
Like,
I
during
saw it while I was
Halloween.
driving, and I'm like, oh my god, watching it in the car.
Back then, I used to always watch Scrubs. I would watch
Oh,
Scrubs.
Scrubs is
like,
great.
Yeah,
I watched that
Except
all
the
time.
last season. Last season does not
It's
exist.
not in there, so I don't
Yeah,
count
it doesn't exist.
Nope. And I've been watching a lot of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I've seen like every episode
Again.
a million times. Yeah, I love it. I go back to that all the time. It's hilarious, Kyle.
I hate that show.
It's like an anti-sitcom.
It's really funny.
It's really funny.
There are some episodes that are like okay, but like overall, it's a pretty funny.
Emily,
show.
what about you? What movie do you watch all the time?
I watched all the Halloween Towns twice in October.
Wow. I didn't know that was that popular of a series.
Surprise guest.
So good.
I was more into. I watched the Fairly Odd Parents
The
Halloween
live
episode.
Oh, okay. I
alright.
thought you were gonna say the live action.
No, I was
movie
pretty
with
old.
Drake
I was
Bell.
pretty old when that
Fairly
came
Odd
out.
I know, but for some reason
We'll have
I
to
was
watch
like,
that
you
next.
better not say this motherfucker.
You remember? You don't remember when Jimmy Neutron the movie came out before the actual show?
Yeah, that's how it.
It's on Amazon.
Boy,
Amazon
I used to
Prime.
watch that movie all the time. But also, I've talked about this before. Every single morning for about a year or 2 years, we would eat sausage sandwiches.
and watch Hoodwink.
Hoodwinked. Not Hoodwinked. Is it Hoodwinked? Is that
Yeah,
what it's called?
Hoodwinked.
Remember? The squirrel that loves coffee and was super hyperactive and is
Over the
Little Red
hedge?
Riding Hood?
Oh,
It
no,
was
yeah,
about
no,
Little
yeah,
Red
that's-
Riding
that's
Hood.
Hoodwinked.
We
yeah.
watched
Damn
that.
it.
Me and Kyle would sit up on the fucking counter and watch that movie every single goddamn day in the morning.
Yeah.
And then we switched to the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
The
We
new
watched
one?
that we joined up every single morning while eating sausage.
I always watched. It was what's the one with the dinosaurs and the magic rock?
Oh, Dragon Tales.
Dragon Tales. So me and Didi would watch Dragon Tales, and then it would switch over to Jimmy Neutron. So we get like one episode of Jimmy Neutron, and then we'd have to catch.
I'd
the
watch
rest.
Malcolm in the Middle and
Oh.
Sabrina if that was on.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of that.
Did love me.
I don't remember what I watched because I didn't watch Disney Channel once, not one fucking show until Kyle started watching it when I was a little bit older. And then, actually, I watched a lot of Teen Titans. I watched a shit ton of Teen Titans. How about you, Emily?
I never watched Teen Titans.
What'd you watch for
What'd
show
you
back
watch?
iCarly and Hannah Montana.
then? That was pretty dope.
Yeah,
So
well,
she's seen
yeah,
every.
my
so
sister
much.
got me on.
We watched a lot of
Hannah Montana.
iCarly.
Yeah, we did. Spencer's is so funny.
I always had a crush on Sam. I'll admit it.
Did you guys not watch the Better Show of Drake and Josh?
Oh no, we watched Drake and Josh obsessively.
Yeah, that's the way better
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
No,
Drake and
my
Josh
mom used to watch it with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
SpongeBob, we watched a
SpongeBob
shit ton
will
of
never
SpongeBob.
die.
Well, of course,
That's
every child did,
Always.
basically.
Where's the leak, ma'am?
Derek has VHSs of recorded episodes.
Does he really?
Yeah.
That's
I watched
awesome.
a shit ton of Winnie the Pooh, and I made my mom. No, my mom brought me to see Barney in movie theaters at 2 years old. I still remember that.
Pretty
That's like my youngest memory is like in the movie theater watching Barney and the Magic Egg or
I'm
whatever.
pretty sure my mom brought my sister to that one.
Really?
That young.
That's funny shit. I made my aunt bring me to the Yu-Gi-Oh movie because you get a
Yeah.
fucking free card.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
get a-
watch that shit. She fell asleep in the movie theater while I was watching it.
Yeah, you go to the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh movie to get the free card. Also, you got to see a good movie, so
It was a good movie.
My favorite, back to SpongeBob thing, my favorite thing is
don't
I have
do
to
not
say-
play
I-
that.
I-
Do not play that.
I have it saved.
Who you calling Pinhead? I'm Dirty Dan. I'm Dirty Dan.
Alright, you can be Dirty Dan.
Alright, so now
Alright, we should wrap it up.
We gotta wrap up. At the end of the time, we always do a song. I put in Fine China last week, so you can't use that one.
Yeah.
What's that?
Did you listen to that song?
Huh? No.
Like $1 million chain from China.
Oh, Fine China.
So does anybody not have a song?
I have a song. You can play it.
Yeah.
No, we don't play it. You just say it.
Yeah, just
I don't know how to say it, honestly. How do you say that?
don't worry. Derek gives me
The mantra?
random-
The mantra, yeah.
With Pharrell and Kendrick Lamar.
I don't know if I know that.
Okay.
It's new. It's on the Creed 2 album.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll have to listen to it on the way home.
It's really
Do you
good.
have one?
Me? No, you go first. I gotta lie.
Mine's obviously gonna be
Fine
"All I
China.
Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah
You
Carey.
fucking bitch. This is mine.
It's almost Thanksgiving.
It's almost Thanksgiving. Mostly because there is snow outside, I shall recommend "Snow" by Red Hot Chili Peppers. So yeah, that's what we're gonna go with.
I really thought you were gonna say like some Christmas related.
No. Not until December at least.
It's basically December.
No, we haven't had Turkey Day yet.
I'm gonna go with the song "Game" by Kyle. That's a really good song.
The guy that you went to go
The
see
beat
like
is
2
cool.
weeks ago, right?
Yeah, it's just a good song
But then his
overall.
singing kind of
I'm gonna
ruins it.
slap the shit out of you.
Guys.
Oh, I
So
found
what is
Okay,
it?
we're good.
What's
It's called "Game" by
Game?
Kyle. Yep.
Okay.
The beat's
Alright.
cool. It sounds like a video game.
Oh, and it's called "Game." What a
Yeah.
fucking resemblance.
Mind blown.
Mind blown. All right, everyone. Such is Christmas. Go home and suck off your dad, as in tradition.